Yes, a very good morning to everyone who's watching Faraja Digital TV. My name is Shedrick Leaticia, and with me
is Shedrick Leaticia.
Yes, today being the 5th day of August, we are live at the Parliament of the Republic of Uganda, whereby today is going to be a very different sitting. It won't be the ordinary sitting of the parliamentarians of Uganda. Instead, it will be the youth of the parliament sitting today. Well, this happens to be the 5th edition of the Youth Parliament of Uganda, in that youth are going to get the chance in that very room to discuss the issues that affect them as youth, table bills, pass bills, and have serious debates.
This is not a one-day journey. We started from far back. We've come from sub-regionals, from the different regions around the country, and there is inclusion for everyone, for every youth, to talk about what is actually itching them exactly where they are. Because Kampala issues are not the same as
Guru issues.
Exactly.
Well, we are going to be interacting with a few of the guests who are coming in to be a part of this prestigious day, and we shall always keep you locked in on this Faraja Digital TV. For more information, just stay tuned. We'll get back to you very shortly.
I believe that together we can generate a new breed of African leaders.
The reason why I didn't vote is to make a free environment for someone who is coming into the position, not to have bias on me. In the case of any consultation, so that he be free to come and consult me, and I advise him as his senior.
So right now you have just mentioned that you are neutral in this situation. So do you think, I've had some murmuring that the elections were not fair. Do you think they were fair?
The elections were very fair. Whether you have lost, whether you have won, you need to cooperate because the cause is the same. We are trying to deliberate the youth of this country.
Thank you very much, Ezra. Just before you go, please give us a closing remark and briefly what you expect from this parliament today.
I'll first state what we did in our National Youth Parliament, the 4th National Youth Parliament. First and foremost, we discussed the budget of National Youth Council, and it has been put clear that in the next financial year, the National Youth Council budget, it will be increased. Secondly, we discussed about to allow the pregnant young mothers to be allowed to go to school. Thirdly, we have also introduced a national youth symposium. So for that matter, I wish them the best in their leadership.
Yes, Frank, say hello to the people.
Hello, and thank you very much to everyone watching Faraja Television. My name is Rubakene Francis Shah, the just elected Deputy Speaker of the National Youth Parliament.
Yes. So what are your expectations, Mr. Frank Shah?
First and foremost, this National Youth Parliament is a very big avenue or platform for youths in Uganda to actually air out their views, air out their issues that will lead, the way that they air it out will lead to social changes. These changes will help impact the lives of the very many millions of youths outside in Uganda who have not had the opportunity to come to the floor today. My expectation is that the discussions that we are going to have when we resume the House is to discuss critical issues like the parish development issue, development model that is already in execution, that we will hear the youth voices at this point in time, and I hope we can discuss it, scrutinize it, and come out with motions that will, come out with resolutions that will help the native youth out there.
as you can see, in my background is the youth that have been a part of this very prestigious event. Could you please give us a brief breakdown of the whole process of how the Youth Parliament comes about?
For starters, you know, our country has a very high percentage of the youth. Most of us are quite young. So the selection itself, we had over 2,000 participants, 2,000 applicants, sorry. We had over 2,000 applicants and we had to come down to 150 participants. And this was because of the COVID. You know, we are restricted in terms of numbers, and also financially we can't cater for the millions that we are in this country.
I want you now to tell us, I know along the way, preparing such a very successful event, there are those hiccups you face as organizers. So briefly just tell us a few of the challenges you got.
A few of the challenges I got were most of the applicants wanted to be part of this, but I couldn't have most of them on board. So I am having different lashes out on social media and all that. I'm having calls, I'm having, you know, different people coming to me and wondering why they're not part of this. Yeah, it's quite a big challenge, really. And I'm hoping maybe once the economy stabilizes and we get to have also a proper health system whereby these pandemics are no longer scaring us, we can have a bigger number and we can get to have more people on board. Well, however, I'd like to advise the youth, we can't give up and we're not about to give up. We keep trying. That's every day we wake up and we're like, let's just the bread. Let's, you know, let's work. Let's start the day. Let's try again. We are not going to give up.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Well, you've heard it from the programs manager of Faraja Africa Foundation herself.
My name's Evelyn Akware. I'm very happy to participate in the National Youth Parliament. I've learned many things today which I was not aware of them. First thing, it is important in future, same we must have to participate in National Youth Parliament because it helps us and also people with disabilities to have representatives. Reason why, as we the youth, it is important to be in the parliament to develop many things in Uganda. Because where we are, our economy is not so good. We are not benefiting. Thank you very much.
My name is Boniface Okot. I'm a member of Parliament. I represent the young people of Northern Uganda. But I'm also the chairperson of the Uganda Parliamentary Forum on Youth Affairs.
Thank you very much, Honorable Boniface. Now, when you are on the floor of Parliament earlier on, there's a motion you talked about that you'd like Parliament to really pass on. Could you please tell us more about that motion?
So the motion that I will be able to table or move on the floor of Parliament is a motion for the resolution of Parliament on the state of the youth in Uganda. It's a comprehensive motion that has mostly 4 parts. And the 4 parts are 4 fundamental issues that are affecting the young people of this country. The first one being the issue of youth unemployment and livelihood. The second one being the responsiveness of social services in Uganda to the needs of the youth. Thirdly is how meaningful youth participation in decision making is in Uganda and the level of gender equality. And then number 4 is on the issue of climate governance. So these are all issues that we want to squarely deal with and see the level of involvement of the young people in these particular processes. So on that same day, I'll also be able to table the resolutions of the National Youth Parliament for onward transmission and for action. Thank you very much.
Yes, once again, thank you so much for staying tuned to Faraja Digital TV. As the saying goes, even the best dancer leaves the dance floor. So what we began as a journey in the morning has finally come to the final end of its lap. So Leaticia, tell me, what was among your climax effects of the day?
Oh, I was very surprised to see that people with disabilities were well represented. They had very good points. People who are online actually had the best arguments. I was really impressed. I don't know about you, Shedrick.
I was very impressed with the way the youth really debated their issues. Of course, there were little irregularities here and there, but still they made sure their voice was heard. But let's hope and pray that the government of the Republic of Uganda and the Parliament of the Republic of Uganda really put into use what the youth have told them. For Digital TV, I remain Shedrick Leaticia and
Namata Leaticia. Stay tuned and we love you.
Thank you. We love you so much. Live from Parliament.